talking about standard deviation, already last class we started discussing about standard deviation while discussing the concept of numerical and statistical method. Remember that variance is the square of standard deviation. Okay, already I told you the formulas also. Okay, we did couple of problems like standard deviation we represent with the symbol sigma, where the formula is summation of x minus x bar whole square by n. Okay, similarly, you can use another formula called under root of sum of x square by n minus x bar square. Okay, we use this formula, okay, of standard deviation. Variance is the square of standard deviation. Okay, so when we talk about variance we represent with this symbol. This is called variance. So the formula variance is summation of x minus x bar whole square by n, or it is summation of x square by n minus x bar square. This is a formula of variance. Okay, everyone. So I hope you remember this. Already we discussed about them. So variance, standard deviation. Then we discuss something called coefficient of variation. We discuss every year more or less you'll get 2 marks question on coefficient of variation. So the coefficient of variation formula is standard deviation by mean into 100. This is called coefficient of variation. Okay, so remember this coefficient of variation, that is standard deviation by mean into 100. So like imagine if you get some kind of questions like this. Imagine if you get some kind of question like this. Now, already we have done like this kind of question. No? Yesterday we did already 2 marks question. Okay, now if you see this question, guys, now if you see this question, an analysis of the monthly wage paid to the worker in 2 firms A and B belonging to same industry that gives the result. This is number given, average is given, variance is given. So question is that which firm pays a larger amount as a monthly wage? So which pays the larger amount as a monthly wage? If I want to know this, the answer of this question, you understand this is number, this is average, and this is variance. Okay. If you want the standard deviation, if you want the standard deviation, your standard deviation is equal to square root of variance, that would be 10 and 11. So that would be your standard deviation. Okay, now if I want like which firm pays the larger amount, if I want that value, which firm pays the larger amount, means I want the sum. So I think everyone knows the formula that mean is equal to sum divided by number. So I can say sum is equal to number into mean. You know this formula, right? So then I can find for A and B the sum value. So what is the what is the total monthly wage? What is the monthly wage of a firm A? So the monthly wage of firm A, that would be average into number, that would be 566 into 52.5. What is the monthly wage of firm B? So that would be 648 into 47.5. So this is a 566 into 52.5. So 52 twos are is 104 plus 1, 105 by 2. This is 648 into 47 twos are 94, 95 by 2. So this is 283 into 105. This is 324 into 95. So you can find this value. So what is 283 into 105? What is 283 into 105? 283 into 105. That is 29715. That is 29715. Okay, what is 324 into 95? What is 324 into 95? That is 30780. That is 30780. So you will get this value. Now with this, which firm pays the larger amount as a monthly wage? So the answer would be firm B. I hope you understood this. Now, next thing is that in which firm you find greater variability in the individual wage. So greater variability in the individual wage. So whenever you want stability, the calculation of stability or the calculation of variability. So what normally we do, we find coefficient of variation. So here what we'll do, we'll find the coefficient of variation. Okay, so whichever firm has more coefficient of variation, whichever firm will have more coefficient of variation, that firm will have greater variability in the individual wages. I hope you understand. So coefficient of variation, which is basically standard deviation by mean into 100. So we'll find this coefficient of variation of both the firm. Okay, we find the coefficient of variation of both the firm. We find the coefficient of variation of both the firm. So whichever firm will have more coefficient of variation, that firm will have more variability in the income. Okay, with respect to the other firm. I hope you understand it. So if you say coefficient of variation, so you can remember this concept that more is the coefficient of variation. More is the coefficient of variation. More is the coefficient of variation. More is the variability. More is the variability. Okay. So if I talk about concept of stability, if I ask you which of the two firm has more stable income, so lesser is the coefficient of variation. 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 More is the stability. More is the stability. Find the coefficient of variation for both the firm. So coefficient of variation of firm A and coefficient of variation of firm B. Coefficient of variation of firm A. So standard deviation I found. This is 10. This is 11. So standard deviation, this would be 10 divided by mean. Mean is 52.5. 52.5 into 100. So this would be 11 standard deviation divided by 47.5 into 100. So this calculation. So you do this 100 into 100. 10,000 by 525. This is 11,000 divided by 475. See which value is giving more, which one giving you more value. 10,000 by 525. 10,000 by 525. 10,000. See, you get customs. Just you get 19.05. 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4 divided by 525. 19.04. 19.04%. So the coefficient of variation of firm A is 19.04%. 10,000 by 525. Then 11,000 by 475. 11,000 by 475. 23.1578. 23.1578. So this is a coefficient of variation of firm B. So whichever firm has more coefficient of variation, that firm will have more variability in the income. So you can remember whichever firm has more coefficient of variation, that firm will have more variability in the income. So here if I'm asking which firm will have greater variability in the individual wages, that will be the firm B. The firm B will have greater variability in the individual wages. Clear, right? So if you may get a question where they may ask you stability, if they'll ask you the stability, if they'll ask you the concept of stability, so you'll whichever firm will have lesser coefficient of variation, that firm will have more stability in the individual way. So out of A and B, which firm has more stability in the individual wage, that would be firm A. Out of A and B, which firm has more variability in the individual wage, that would be firm B. I hope you understood this. So now, like, you see this. So if like stability means consistency also. So here in this question, if the question is that use coefficient of variation to determine which of the two students are consistent in performance. So which students, two students are given, no? So whoever whoever got lesser coefficient of variation, whoever the student got lesser coefficient of variation, whoever the student got lesser coefficient of variation, okay, that student will have that student will have more consistency. That student will have more consistency. Okay, that student will have more consistency in performance. You can keep this in your mind while solving the question. So now if you like here, this is the question. So student A, student B. So that is the data if you have. So if you have this data to solve this, so you have two student A and you have another student B. Okay. So here 55, then 65, then 80, then 70. Then here B 93, 87, then 30, then 40. So the two set of data is given regarding to the two students A and B. I'll figure out whoever student have more consistent in variation. For that, I need to find coefficient of variation. Whoever student have lesser coefficient of variation, that student will have more consistency. Okay. Now I want to find consistency, right? So I need to find consistency means I need to find coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation I need to find means coefficient of variation I'll find if I divide standard deviation by mean. Okay, so before we find standard deviation, we can find mean, right? So what is the mean? So I can find the sum. So the sum, what is the sum of 8? So this would be 10, 1 carry, 11, 12, 22, 70. I can find the sum of B. Sum of B is 10, 1 carry, then 9 plus 8, 17, 20, 24, 250. Then I can find the mean. What is the mean of A? Mean of A is 270 by 4. 270 by 4 means 270 by 4 means 6. So 6 4s are 24, 30. 30 means 7. So you will get 67.5. Mean of B is how much? So 6 4s are 24. 10. 10 means 62.5. So I got the mean of A, I got the mean of B. So I can find the standard deviation. To find the standard deviation, I can use any formula. Either I can use sum of x square by n minus x bar square, or I can use under root of summation of x minus x bar whole square by n. So I prefer this formula. You can do by any formula, doesn't matter. Whichever way you do, you'll get the same answer. So you don't have to worry on that part. So if I take the square of A, 55 square, what is that is 3025, 65 square, that is 4225, 80 square, that is 6400, 70 square, that would be 4900. Similarly, I'll find B square, 93 square, 93 square. How will I find 93 square? 93 I can write as 100 minus 7. 7 square, 49. What is 93 minus 7? I think that is 86. 86 and 49. Yeah, so your square would be 8649. This is Vedic maths. This is 8649. 87 square. 87 I can write as 100 minus 13. 13 square 169, right? 69 1 carry. 87 minus 13, that would be 74, right? 74 plus 1, you get plus 1, that was carry. 7569, 7569, 80 square would be 6400, 70 square would be 4900. This is 30 square. 30 square is 900, and 40 square, that is 1600. Vedic maths, we should know this. 5 square is 50. 5 square is 25. Then 15 square is 225. Then 25 square is 625. Then any number which end with 5, if you want to find a square, what you do, it will always end with 25. Any number which end with 5, if you want to find a square, it will always end with 25. To find the remaining digit, how will you do? See the 10th place digit here. 10th place digit is 1. What is next digit to 1? 2. What is 2 ones are 2? What is next digit to 2? 3. What is 3 twos are 6? What is next digit to 3? 4. What is 4 threes are 12? What is next digit to 4? 5. What is 5 fours are 20? What is next digit to 7? 8. What is 8 sevens are 56? This is called Vedic maths. If you want to know about Vedic maths, I have made 8 videos on Vedic maths. You can go through my playlist on quantitative aptitude. There you will get those videos. Sum of a square, if I want, that would be 10. That would be 10, 1 carry. This would be 5. This would be 5. This would be 5. Then this is 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 means 15. 1 carry. So this is 10, 14, 17, 18. This is sum of a square. Sum of b square, that is equal to 9, 9, 18, 1 carry. Then 11, 11, 1 carry. Then 11, 12, 12, 21 plus 6, 27, 2 carry. 2 carry, no. Then 15, 17, 18. So this is sum of b square. So you get this values. Correct. Just check these values. If there's any error, let me know. So you can find the standard deviation of A. So the standard deviation of A is equal to under root of sum of x square by n minus x bar square. So for the standard deviation of A, sum of x square is 18550. 18550 divided by n. N is 4 minus x bar. X bar is 67.5 whole square. So standard deviation of A was this. This, if you divide it by 4, 9 4, sorry, 4 4s are 16. Then 2 carry 25 means 6 are 115. 15 means 3s are 15 means 3s are 30. 30 means 7s are. Then minus 67.5. 67.5. How will you find 67.5? Same mechanism what I told you. So you need to multiply 67 into 68. You need, what is 67 to 68? Because last two digits will be 25. 67, how much less than 70 minus 3? 68, how much less than 70 minus 2? What is 3 2s are 6? Now what is 67 minus 2? 65. 65 into 7. 35, 435. This will be the value. So this is Vedic maths. It's all, if you know Vedic maths, your calculation will be very good. So this would be 4356.25. This will be 4356.25. You can do this now. So 4637.5. This is 4656. Okay, you are getting negative values. Okay, sorry. This is 43. No, not negative value. Otherwise, you will enter into the world of irrational, not imaginary number. I, under root of negative number, that is I. So 4356.25. So this is 0.25. This is 1. This is 8. 8 plus 5, 50. 8 plus 5, 13. Then this is 2. So 281.25. So standard deviation of A is 281.25. Can find the square root of this, that is standard deviation of A, that is 281.25. So you can 281.25 if you want the square root. So you can make a periodical division method of finding the square root. 8 standard CBSE or ICC board, you have studied all this. 112, this is 181. 181 means 26 6 is 156. 27 7 27 7 is 189. 26 6 anyway, this 16 square is 256. 17 square is 289. This is 26 6 is 156. So this is 5 and this is 2. This is 32 and this is 2525. If you put decimal here, so then you see this what number will it go? 325 5 25 2 carry 12 163 2 7 7 49 4 carry 18 1 carry 2 2 8 9. Then 8 if you try 8 3 2 8 8 only 2 should go. 64 6 carry 16 22 2 carry 2 6. You are getting bigger number, so it will go by 7. So 3 3 27 7 49 4 carry 7 2s are 14 14 plus 4 18 1 carry 2 2 8 9. So 16.7 something. So your square root will be 16.7. This is the standard deviation of A. So you'll get the standard deviation of A is 16.7. This is the standard deviation of A. You'll get 16.7. So once you find the standard deviation of A as 16.7, like this, you can find the standard deviation of B also, guys. That would be summation of x squared by n minus x bar squared. So standard deviation of B. So what is the square value? That is 18718 divided by n. N is 4 minus x bar is 62.5 minus x bar 62.5 squared. Standard deviation of B. Standard deviation of B. So 18718. So this would be what? 4 4s are 16, 27. 27 means 6 are 31. 31 means 7 are 38. 38 means 9 are 20. 20 means 0.5 minus 62.5. 62.5. You have to do 62 into 63. This is plus 2. This is plus 3. 3 2s are 6. Then this is 65. So this is 65. 65 6 are because you're comparing with 60 with respect to 60. 30 36 390 390 3906. Vedic math. This is called base method. So 3906. Find the standard deviation. The standard deviation of this square root of this value 4679.5 minus 3906. This is 0.5. This is 37. Then 7 root of 773.5. Find the square root of the way division method what I taught you. With that, find the square root of 773.5. Find the square root of 773.5. 27.27 27.811 This is the standard deviation of B. So you found the standard deviation of A, you find the standard deviation of B, you know the mean of A, you know the mean of B. So that this much information only you need to determine the coefficient of variation. To work on the consistency, you need to find the coefficient of variation through determination of coefficient of variation, determination of coefficient of variation, determination of coefficient of variation, determination of coefficient of variation. For that, we have A, we have B, okay, we have the mean value. The mean value of A and B, mean value of A and B 67.5, 62.5. 67.5, 67.5, 62.5. Standard deviation. Standard deviation of A is 16.7, 16.7, 16.7. Standard deviation of A is 16.7. Standard deviation of B is 27.8118. So I'll find coefficient of variation. This is 16.7 divided by 67.5 into 100. This is 27.8118 divided by 62.5 into 100. So find the coefficient of variation. What is the coefficient of variation? So this is 16.7 divided by 16.7 divided by 67, 675, 675, 675 into 100. This is 24.74. This is 24.74. 24.74%. This is 27.8118. 27.8118. 62.5, 62.5 into 100. 44.499. 44.49 something. So you can see which firm has a lesser coefficient of variation. That firm, not firm, here talking to student, no, sorry. So here we are talking in the term student. So we know the coefficient of variation of the two students. So which student have the lesser coefficient of variation, that student will have more consistent in performance. So student A, student A has more consistency in performance. More consistency in performance. Whichever have lesser coefficient of variation will have more consistency in performance. That you can remember. Okay, while if I talk student B, student B has more variability in performance. Clear, everyone? I hope you understood this. So remember this, whenever we talk about coefficient of variation, normally we discuss them in this context only. I hope you understood the concept of coefficient of variation. Last class we discussed all the 2 marks question which can be possibly come from that. So all this problem we have discussed in last class. 2 marks problem of coefficient of variation. I don't think so you will have any doubt on that part. Anyone, any question you want to ask from me? Anyone, guys, any question? So now we'll discuss this question which came in the year, which year this came, 2016 paper 29, question number 29. So 2016 paper, question number 29. This question came for 5 marks. So we'll do this question. Find the mean and standard deviation from the following data. So 2016 question, 5 marks question on standard deviation. Can we start then? 2016 5 marks question on standard deviation. So we'll discuss this question. Calculation of standard deviation. Calculation of standard deviation. Calculation of standard deviation. Calculation of standard deviation. Okay, this came in 2016. This came in 2016. 5 marks problem. So we need to find the standard deviation here. So marks frequency. So this marks means x value. These are x value. Frequency is your f value. Okay. So marks is given 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That is your x value. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 frequency. See their frequency values. That is given 8, 12, 20, 8, 12, 20, 10, 7, 3, 10, 7, 3. So guys, these values are given to you. With respect to this value, you have to find the standard deviation. So before we find the standard, because in standard deviation, you can use any formula. You can use sum of fx square by sum of f. When you have class interval with frequency minus sum of fx by sum of f whole square. You can either use this formula for standard deviation, or you can use this formula called under root of summation of f x minus x bar whole square by summation of f. So if you have class interval with frequency, so if you have class interval with frequency in the question, if you have class interval with frequency, then this formula you'll use class interval with frequency. So if in the question, if you have class interval with frequency, you'll use this formula to calculate the value of standard deviation. Square of this will give you the variance. So I hope that part you are clear with that part. Okay. So sum of frequency, if I take sum of frequency, if I take sum of frequency, so sum of frequency, if I take sum of frequency, so sum of frequency is 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 20, 40, 50 plus 10, 60. Sum of frequency is 60. So find x into f, find fx. So 10 into 8, 80. This is 240. Then this is 600. Then this is 400. This is 350. This is 180. The sum of fx is equal to, this is 0. Okay, then this is 12 plus 8, 20, 25, 2 carry, 2 plus 2 4, 2 plus 2 4, 6 plus 4, 6 plus 4 10, 14, 17, 18. This would be 1850. You'll get sum of fx. Okay, then what you can do, you can find x square, you can find x square, that is 100. Then this is 400, 220 square, so that is 400. Then this is 900. This is 1600. This is 2500. Then this is 3600. What I need to do, I need to find fx square. I need to find fx square. So 8 into 100, 800. Then 12 into 400. 12 fours is 48. Then double zero. Then 20 into 900. 19, 9 twos are 18. Then 30. Then 18 and then 30. Then this is 16,000. This is 16,000. Then this is 25 sevens are 175. 175. Then 20. 175 and then 20. And then 36 threes are 108. 108 then 20. So I'll find sum of fx square. So put comma, understand. So 2 zeros you'll get. Okay, then this 2 zeros. Yeah. No, here why you put after comma after 3 zero. Yeah. So if you put comma after 3 zero, then one bit. So this is 800. No need to put zero comma here. Then don't put comma here. This is 4800. Don't put comma, put after 4. Okay, fine. Then this, okay, so here this is 8. 8 plus 8, 16. 16, 16, 16. 16 plus 8, 24. 24 plus 5. 24 plus 5 is 29. 24 plus 5 is how much? 24 plus 5 is 29. Okay, 2 carry. 2 carry means 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 6 plus 8. 6 plus 8, 14. 14 plus 6, 20. 27. 27. 27, right? 7. 2 carry. 2 carry means 2 carry 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 67,900. So 67,900. Let me just reconfirm you these values. So you can use calculator or you can use Excel. Just do the sum of this. So this is 800. Then 4800. Then 18,000. Then 16,000. Then 17,500. Then 10,800. You can use calculators. All equal to sum 67,900. Okay, I got the same thing, 67,900. Okay, guys. So once I'm done with this, so I think for mean, what I need for mean, I mean is sum of fx by sum of f. That is mean. Sum of fx is 1850. Sum of fx is 1850. Divide by sum of f, that is 60. So if you solve this, this is 185 by 6. So approximately you get 31 as a mean. So your approx value of mean is 31. Then standard deviation. Standard deviation under root of summation of fx square by summation of f minus summation of fx by summation of f whole square. So if you do this calculation of standard deviation, the summation of square is 67,900 divided by summation of f is 60 minus summation of fx. Summation of fx by summation of f already you did, no? You can see here. Already you did. Here you got approximately 31. 31 square is 960. So this is 31. I can write 31 directly. This is what 67,900 divided by 60. This divide by 60. 1131 minus 667. 1131.667 minus 961. So you can find the square root of this. That will give you the standard deviation. This minus 961, 170.667, 170.667, 170.667. So the square root of this is standard deviation. Square root of this 13.06, 13.06, or you can write 13 approx. That is your standard deviation. 13.06 or 13 you can write. So this came for 5 marks in 2016. Ask me if anyone have any doubt. Just see the step, guys. Ask me if anyone have any doubt. Anything you want to ask for me. See the steps, everyone. Okay, everyone. So you understood this, right? So this calculation and all. So the same thing we can do in MS Excel also if you want. The same thing we can do with MS Excel. The same thing this with the another formula. I'll prove that you will get the same answer only. I'll show you that you'll get the another. So standard deviation under root of summation of f x minus x bar whole square by summation of f. You use this formula also, you'll get the same answer only. So it doesn't matter, your answer will not change. I'll show you. Let's do the same thing in Excel. So in MS Excel, your x. This I'm just doing to save your and mind time. You can refer this for your reference. So you do anyway, you'll get the same answer. You have calculator with you, you can use calculator. So your x value is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10, select 60, 10 to 60, 10, 20, you just select and you drag it 30, 40, 50, 60. You don't have to do that. Frequency is 8, 12, 20, 8, 12, 20, then 10, 7, 3, 10, 7, 3. Okay, so some value if you want. Sum of fx is 60. Okay, sum of f is 60. Then fx is 10 into a. This multiply this fx. So the sum of this This is sum of fx. So I can find the mean. What would be the mean? Mean formula, you know that mean is sum of fx by sum of f. So this divide by this. This is your mean. So I can find x minus average on x. So I hope you understand that x minus x bar, that is what I wrote. So that is x minus x bar. So this is your x minus x bar. So fix the cell by pressing F4 key. X minus x bar. So just copy this. You got this x minus x bar. Then do the square of this. That is what we need, no? X minus average on x. We'll do the square of that. Do the squaring. Squaring negative positive, all will be positive. So then once you get this, now multiply this with f. Now multiply this with f. You want to do this, then multiply this with f. So f means multiply with f means what? I want this to f into x minus x bar whole square. Find this. So once you get this, what is the formula of standard deviation, guys? The formula of standard deviation summation of f x minus x bar whole square by summation of f. Standard deviation is summation, some value all equal to, that is 10,858.3333 divided by sum of f. Sum of f is 60. Mean value this divided by 60, because 60 is the total data. So this is the variance, guys. If I want standard deviation, I want standard deviation. Standard deviation. So for that you need square root of this value. The square root of this to the power 1 by 2. That is square 13.45. Okay, anyone, any doubt? See this. So either you use this formula or you do like this way, or you do like this way. So you'll get the same answer only. I hope you're understanding. Anyone, any doubt, any question? So this question came in 2016 for 5 marks. We discussed this. Anyone, any doubt, any question? No. Okay, everyone. So I hope you have understood what all we have done so far in this class. Can we wind up the class? Happy weekend, everyone. See you all on Monday. Till then, take care of yourself.